Okay, we got 3 new Hennesseys here for the kids. Chloe's got the Cub, Jack's got the Expedition, A's got the Scout. We are replacing them. We are replacing the suspension. We're gonna put Whoopie slings on here. We got set up for all of them. We got some new tree straps. Only got one there. We're missing one somewhere. Okay, so we got our suspension for each one. Using the continuous loop. And we'll dig into it right with the Scout right off the bat here. Okay, let's tear her down and get her set up here. Before we get going, we do have a few things we needed here. We got some zip ties, side cutters, and the clamp for the zip tie. We'll show you how that works too if you're interested in that. So here is the Scout. There is 2 different suspension Hennessey does as far as gathered end. One is a flat, and on the Expedition, is a round one, so they connect them differently. And we're going to be doing all 3 here, and you'll get a good idea of what needs to be done. This is my first time with Hennessey hammocks. I've done the suspension on my Blackbird with no troubles. And this suspension is a tad different. I'll take the snake skins off. We got these for the Christmas special. So I was able to get the Expedition and the Scout for a price, and they sent me the Cub free that my little girl just loves. So here's the other end. This is a different kind of end for the Expedition, and this is a flat end on the Scout and the Cub. So we'll do the Scout first here, and we'll show you how that goes on. Hopefully. And then go from there. We're just going to take it out of the pack. So we can work on it. We're going to do this in real time, hopefully, with no editing, so bear with me. Take the snake skins off. And this one is the Scout. It's got the flat. We only need the 8-inch continuous loop. I am using the continuous loop. I don't want to add a drip line. So, and my boy Jack's hammock will take 15-inch loops because the ends are different. So, here it is. Get the snake skins out. Both ends we have on the Scout. And so these are zip tied right here, right around the edge, as you can see. There's a little zip tie here. And that's what your side cutters are going to be for. Okay, very carefully take that so you don't cut the fabric or anything. Side cutters work best, not scissors or a knife or anything. Get yourself the right tools. Okay, and we just cut that right off and take it out. That's no good. That's what these are for, extras. Just replace it. No big deal. Okay, this is all cosmetic. We're going to keep this sheath on here. And here we go. So there's the suspension. They have it sewn in. They have a webbing, I believe, in here. Yes, a webbing, and it's sewed in. No big deal. So all we're going to do is take this off. This style is quite nice and easy. I see they have it wrapped twice here, which I may do with the continuous loop. They have it wrapped twice. Okay, so We took that off. Grab our cosmetics covers there. And you also have, I'm going to miss the wording on this, but it is called, what is that thing called again? The press-it. The press-it knot that they use to hold the tarp on, okay? We're going to want that too. Just slide it right off the end of the suspension. We're going to want to put it on our Whoopie slings, but like I said, we're going to install the continuous 8-inch continuous loop first. But hang on to this because we want to put this back on. We are going to be using the Hennessey tarps for right now, and we'll just go with them for right now. I do plan on getting the boys and Chloe a bigger tarp so the rain don't get to them. Okay, so let's break out our. On this particular one, I did get them different colors so they can distinguish between head and foot area. But on the Scout, it's not asymmetrical. It is either end. You can put your head, I believe, at either end. So right now, it's not too important to grab the correct end because either or could be a head end. But we're going to have the zipper on the right side, so we're going to make this the head end. Okay? So I'm just going to check and see what a double loop looks like in here. Maybe it's going to take too much up. Maybe I just need the one. But the way they had it was this. And I may edit this stuff a little bit to cut out some of this stuff that I'm fumbling on. We'll see. Oh, we can just get it through there quickly. Here it comes. Okay, double that, right? Where's this end at? I'm feeling that's going to be too much. So all I'm going to do is just the one, okay? Because this amp steel and everything is plenty strong. What I am going to do though, make sure the connection is down further on this end, just to be have the smaller, thinner end on top. So that's going to be it for that. Okay, the continuous loop is on there. I don't believe we need to wrap it twice. We'll just pull it tight, make sure it's in the middle. And this, we do not have to worry about. This does have a ridge line, but we don't have to worry about it because it is right on there. It's sewn into this already. So we will take that and we will put our cosmetic piece back over top. Stick our continuous loop through here if we can. It's kind of a smaller hole. And this is, I'm going to put a drip line in between continuous loop and the Whoopie sling. So when it does rain, it's not going to go right into their hammocks. It's going to stop at the drip line and do what it's supposed to. Drip right there. And we'll show you that too as soon as we get this all wrapped up. Boy, that's a little tougher than what you would think to get back on there. Okay, definitely do some editing probably. Bring her back down around where it was. Right about there, looks nice. Turn her over, find your slice, put this in here correctly. Let her run around. around. Pop out the other side. There it is. The zipper's on top, so I'm just going to make sure it's on the bottom. I put it in upside down. Like I said, make sure you put it in right. Just going to make sure it's on bottom. I'm sure it doesn't matter, just cosmetics. I'll make sure I got it where I want it. I don't want to be cutting off this zipper or anything. That looks good right there at the end. Tighten her up here a little bit. This is where this tool comes in. Just put it in here, cuts it off nice and even. Voila! Right back the way it was. Now we got the whoopies on. And then, like I said, this is the other end. Here's the small closed loop. We'll have a drip line in between the two. Okay, I'm going to pack this away, and then we're going to do the Expedition, which is a little different and uses a 15-inch continuous loop instead of an 8. Quickly did the other end, the foot end, for my boy on his Scout. We're still working on the Scout. We just wanted to do the foot end. Now we're going to add the drip line real quick and put his whoopies on. This is some old suspension left over from my war bonnet. So what I'm using for a drip line is a galvanized. Please let me know if you don't think this might work on this. It's a thick washer, grade 8. Now keep in mind, my boy's only about 80 pounds. He's 9 years old, so it's not 250. Yellow zinc. I don't think it's going to rust, and I think it's going to do just fine for him. For all of them, actually. So what we're going to do is just add this zip line, or this for a drip line. Just take it on an 8-inch continuous loop and just loop it on there like that. Okay, so that one's for my girl. It's supposed to be red. It looks more hot pink, but that's fine, no big deal. She is a girl, 8 years old. Okay, and then we're going to take the small loop and just stick it through here. Real simple. And stick the rest of the whoopie right through like that. And there is our drip line. Which should work out fine. I'm hoping. Please let me know if you don't agree with that, or if somebody else has tried it and it didn't work out for them. But that's the setup I'm going to use on this Scout for him. And we got the whoopies. So we're going to go ahead and install the other end, which now I need another 8 or another galvanized number 8. Just simply slide it on, loop it over, pull her tight, grab the yellow that he is going to be using to determine his head end. So when he goes ahead and puts up his hammock, swish her through. No big deal. And there it is. And that's what we'll go with. The big loop, obviously, will go around our new tree straps that we have. I'm not going to use these 4-foot huggers that comes with the Hennessy's. Well, I will on my little girl stuff. But I got them some tree straps, and that way they can tie a couple of different knots when they're out there too. All right, well, that's one down. That was the Scout, all done. I'm gonna wrap this up and start on the Expedition. Whoop, one thing that we forgot to do. So on my whoopie sling here, we are gonna use the Tarp still. So we have to put these back on, and that's just as easy as making. Now these are a little thinner. These Whoopies are a little thinner than the Hennessy straps are. So we're gonna, instead of going 3 times, we're gonna do 4, just to make sure it's on there. Okay, and I'm gonna do this so you can see. Hopefully, there's 1. There's 2. Bring her down here a little bit. Keep her all straight. There's 3. I think I need 4 if I'm not mistaken. Let's just tighten it all up maybe a little. Maybe we'll try 3 for right now and see how that works for us. I think that'll be fine, actually. Let's tighten her down. And there we go. That's right back on. Slides, slides. Get your tarp on there. Does not slide. Okay, let's do the other end real quick, and then we'll hop on the Expedition here. Since that suspension is just a little different, and we have to pay a little closer attention to the ridge line, because we have to get the ridge line connected too. Now you can see I'm going beyond the adjuster here, and not putting it down here, but beyond, in between the big loop and the adjuster, putting it right in the middle. So you just take these, you make 3 loops in the middle, because it's a crescent knot. There's 1. Pull her down a little. You don't have too much slack. It's caught on a knot. 2. Keep it all nice and neat. Keep the cordage side by side. That was 2. And 1 more. I do not need to add the 4th because it seems to be plenty grippy, so make sure everything's nice and even and straight. Pull her tight. There we go. Had a little trouble getting her tight, but she'll tighten up. There it is. She slides either way. You hook tarp on it. Does not move. All right, we're going to cut out and go to the Expedition. All right, we are going to start on the Expedition. Like I said, this one is a little different than the other 2, which you'll see here. Oh, and they also sent these Tarp water collectors and Tarp tensioners. I checked them out. I seen how they work, and I think, yeah, it's an interesting concept. We'll definitely check them out and play with them. They look interesting. If we had to collect some water that way, it's very possible. Pull that off on the jack completely. You don't need it here anymore. Oh, you got your tarp on, so we'll disconnect his tarp also. And I will say these Hennesseys are nice. I no problem with them as far as quantity or quality goes. As far as quantity goes too. I just bought 3 of them, or bought 2 of them. 1 was free. It's a heck of a deal online. I don't know if they're still having it right now, but it was a Christmas deal. Okay, we have the Expedition out now. My oldest boys, he's 12, and this one will, it's the zip. I got all 3 of them are zip. I don't like the bottom entry because you can't use a nice underquilt, which they will be getting also from hammocgear.com. I'm going to get them a 20-degree incubator for each one, so they can enjoy themselves while they're out there. Again, zip or cut the zip tie. Save this because it's cosmetics, and I do want it back on there. because I do want it. It will save a couple of ounces, but so this one's a little different. You can see the ridge lines through this, and it's tied off here, okay? I'm not going to be too worried about this cordage because I might use it for something, but I can always cut her off if I damage it, which I won't. So, we just got the bishop knot there, I believe, if I'm not incorrect on that. So, pay attention to what we're doing here. Let's loosen this up. Grabbing the ridge line, hanging on to the ridge line, pulling out. Here's your ridge line. Hang on to that. This looks like it comes out this way, and it wraps 1, 2.5, and comes through here. So that looks like we need to take our 15-inch. We got a 15-inch continuous loop. You need it for this style of gathered in hammock that they did. Okay, they do 2 different styles. So we've got a 15-inch there, and then I just wanted to show you the other 8-inch, which I don't see. It should be a red 8-inch around here, but I don't have it right offhand. But anyways, an 8-inch continuous loop. This is the 15. So we're gonna go up to the bottom. I'll make sure I've got this thick end somewhere where I don't want it on the other side. Something like that will fine. Okay, down. Then we're gonna go around and around. Once. And a half, up through, keeping it all straight and nice here, through our ridge line now, and then take the continuous loop back through itself. At this point, go ahead and back thread everything so it's nice and tight, and you get maximum length for your continuous. Pull on your grab inside here and grab your ridge line and give it a nice yank too, so you can see it tighten up. Just tighten her all up and down. Perfect. Like it. Okay. We'll add his drip line like we did the Scout already. Stick it through, loop it. The orange is his indicator for head. This one does matter, unlike the Scout. The Scout really doesn't have a head end. The Expeditions do. So you do want to distinguish between the two, so it's easier hanging. When you go to hang it, you know which direction you want to be laying down on. And there we go. All right. Now we'll put our end back on for cosmetic. Okay, we're just putting the sleeve back on Jack's Expedition. Good, we just got done with the putting the continuous loop and everything on. Had to back off a little bit with the. We got to put this on, so I took a few things apart real quick. No big deal. We're back to where we should be. Cut that off nice and flush. Looks real nice. Continuous loop now is on there. Now we're going to put our drip line back on. I couldn't get our cosmetic sheathing past our drip line, our washer. So now we're doing it. Put that back up the way it's supposed to be. Shove this all through. And there we go. And we have replaced the expansion, or the expansion. We have replaced the suspension on 2 of the 2 to 3 Hennessey hammocks. One being a Scout, one being an Expedition. And here we are. Now this is what we've got for the ends. And we will hang that up downstairs and test that out here real soon. We're going to go on to the Cub, which is the exact same suspension as the first one, the Scout. So I'm not going to tape this one, but you get the idea. It's the exact same flat suspension that's going to use an 8-inch continuous loop, not the 15. Okay, well, I hope this helps. Please comment, like, share, subscribe, and leave any comments, especially on my drip line, the number 8 galvanized washer, thick washer that I'm going to grade 8 that I'm going to be using for a drip line. If you have a comment on that saying it's not going to work, please let me know. Or something that's going to work better for a drip line in between a continuous loop and a Whoopie sling. Besides, I know Dutch has bling out there. By the way, I got all this from DutchWearGear.com, and I know all about the bling that you could use because I actually got it right here, which I use on my war bonnet, if I can find the lens here. Okay, yep, we know all about that. Hooks right onto the continuous line, works perfect for a drip line, but I'm not going that route with these Hennesseys. All right, thanks a lot. Okay, we got Jack's Expedition all done. We got the new Whoopies on. Put the press-it knot back on there for the tarp. Back on the Whoopie. We've got our drip line right there, which will hold good. I don't know if we're seeing any problem. We got the suspension back, right underneath. To this end, his foot end, suspension back, drip line. All looking good. Jack's in it. He's going to take a little nap, he thinks. We're going to check her out. And we're going to finish with the rest of them.